all my beautiful people. Welcome. You are now with the two best from Detroit. You got young Vinny P, and you got Rush, giving you the best in sports, news, and culture. So gather round, get your lunch, your juice, your drink, and chill with us. Cause y'all here, we the kings. So, welcome to the Triple Crown Podcast. And we out.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. What's good, man? Welcome to the Triple Crown Podcast. This is Vinny P, of course, and my main man, Rush. How you doing?
Doing good, G. How you living, bro?
Man, another day. You know how it is, man. What's new for you, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Just kicking it as usual. What about yourself?
Hey, man. I'm trying to stay out of trouble for the most part. Man, you know how it is, man. Being a black man in America, you know.
I feel that, bro. Hey, look, speaking of trouble, dog, I done caught a little trouble on my own, man.
Already? What you
So
do?
look, y'all, my mom done looked and watched one of the videos, man, and she done went back to episode 12 where I said her cooking was trash, bro. Man, look, first off, I just want to say it was a joke. It was for a comedic expression. You know what I'm saying? My mom's cooking was solid, y'all. It was solid. It got me through a lot of tough times, man. But
Oh,
yeah, man.
but a lot of tough times they were bad. It was bad, huh?
Nah, it was good food, bro. It was good food. Yeah, nah. The times I was talking about, it's just when you be rushing and you don't really have that much attention to detail. Everybody that did it before. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
yeah,
I ain't gonna
love
get
you,
you in
ma.
trouble anymore, bro. I'm not.
Oh
I'm
no,
not.
no, this how it happened too. So I let her listen to the last episode. I was like, real cool. I didn't know that she was gonna get all episode happy and watch all of them. You know what I'm saying? So she watched it and she immediately called me. It was like, my cooking is trash. I was like, oh no, but it was a joke. But it was a joke. I love you, bye, I love you. So yeah, man. Hey man, my mom's cooking is the greatest, bro.
It's the
Greatest in the
greatest.
world.
It's the greatest.
Oh yeah, man. Second to none, bro.
Second. Oh,
Second to
hey,
none.
right. Tough times, right? Tough times.
Hey man, what a life. I could say that I've never had one bad meal with her. Anyway,
Sound like somebody
on
got a.
to our
Sound
next.
like hey, look. It sound like somebody got a gun to your head right now, bro. That's what it sounds like.
Hey man, nah, yeah, nah, no good. You see around me, I'm good right now,
You
bro.
good? You
I
good?
promise. I promise you, I'm good. But hey, man, I was talking about this with some people earlier, man. Like, if a dude just randomly came up to you, would you ask him, and he asked you what your cologne you got on? Would you let him know what kind of cologne you got on?
Nah, man. I'm a nah. Oh nah, bro.
What? Why
Nah.
not, bro?
Because, bro, like that's nigga. That's me, nigga. Like that's me, bro. Like I can't, All right, here we go, bro. Here we go. Here we go. Nigga walk up to me, or we cross paths. Eh, I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, he coming up towards me or something like that, or like say we standing in line for some food. Hey man, you smell good, bro. Hey, what's that? What you got on, bro? I don't know, bro. Like if it's a conversation like that, yeah. Like man, I got on some Gucci, some shit like I got on some Gucci. But if it's like we're crossing paths and a nigga walk up towards me, yo, what you got on? I'm cool, bro.
Dang, nigga, you smell good.
Nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. It sound like you
You ain't
chasing
feel
after me, bro, for some scent.
Nah, you ain't feeling that. Nah, nigga just
Nah.
say, hey man, you smell good. He trying to smell like that.
No, I promise you, bro. I walk by people a lot at my job. They might have some smell good on, something like that, some cologne. In my head, I'm like, okay, that's solid. So, after the nigga leave or something like that, me and my coworker might talk. Hey, that nigga smell good, bro. I don't know what he had on, but that nigga smell good, bro. That's me personally, yo. That's me personally. What about you, bro?
Yeah. Nah, me like if we walk crossing paths and somebody just like, bro, you smell good. Like, what you got on? I'm just be like some cologne. That's just me personally.
Simple as be.
Uh, yeah, 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 man. It's my scent, bro. That's what I got on.
Right.
Now, I was told this was a selfish viewpoint, like, oh man, like, oh no, you might as well just tell them what you got on. But nigga, I smell like me. You know what I'm saying? It's my cologne. If I start telling everybody the cologne that I use, now everybody in the world gonna be it's more people, it's not even an exclusive smell anymore. You know what I'm
Like
saying? Now everybody trying to wear it.
Polo Red. Niggas love Polo Red once every nigga got
Yeah,
onto it, you know?
yeah, yeah. Nah, it's my scent, bro. So yeah, and then I'm taking it as disrespect if somebody is like, "Dang, nigga, you smell good, bro. What
Nah,
you got
bro.
on?"
Hey, bro, you sure already know
Yeah, at
what's
that
what's
point,
happening after that,
I'm
bro.
fighting for my
Yeah,
manlyhood.
right.
Yeah, yeah. You ain't about to just holler at me like I'm some shorty off the street telling me I smell good.
But I don't think a man
Mm,
would never do that anyways, bro. Like if a man ever crossed that, hey, do you smell good, bro? Like, nah, it was like one of your homies. I'm saying if it's one of my homies, bro, easily. Hey, bro, yeah, that's that shit, bro. Like, yeah, this the boom. But because I know my homies not gonna buy because I know they don't want to smell like me, bro. Like unless it's like
Hey, and
really
if they do, that's weird, bro.
exactly that's what I'm saying. Like you know I had this scent first. Like come on, my guy. Like come on. It's like wearing some shoes or something like that. And you know your niggas got some shoes. You ain't gonna wear them on the same day you and your man's going out together. Like come on now.
Facts, facts.
But that's not
But
selfish, bro.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. That's just me personally, though. A lot of people, and it's funny how like men to do things, but women are so open. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is the new Chanel."
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm cool. It's to me, I just can't think of a right way to ask another man for his scent. Like, think about that, bro. I'm asking you for your scent. Nah, I'm cool, bro. I do my own thing.
I do it right. I find it somehow, some way. You know, no, no. I did it to a female though. My this female I know has this cologne. She put it on. I'm like, hey, you smell good. What you got on, bro? She told me what you got on. I ain't gonna hold you. She bought me some too, but because she know what's up. But yeah, I did that to one person. That's it, and it was to a female because I knew she had on some cologne.
Yeah, yeah. I compliment women's fragrances all the time, but I ain't no man.
Nah,
That nigga smell like the best thing ever, nigga. Nigga just gonna be like, you smell alright, bro. Hey, I ain't got no sympathy over here, man. Like, hey, you
you
cool?
shouldn't, man.
Smell cool to me, bro. Everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, it smells like, yeah,
As
yeah.
long
All
as
right.
you're not musty, bro, and too or overpowering, you straight.
Facts. Some people bathe in that, bro. It's crazy.
High school, bro. That's all niggas did, man.
Yeah, especially after like gym or something like that, or they were
Yeah,
sweating.
man.
Yeah, bro. We about to take a hard little left turn right here, though, man. So I'm gonna ask you real quick. So you talk about fragrances and what you got for your lady and stuff. What's the hardest thing about being with a woman, bro?
The hardest thing, patience level. That might sound so, but actually, nah. It's not even having patience. I guess it is, but it's about um, how fast a person is able to process things. That's my biggest problem. I not even problem, but like trigger I can have with somebody. How quickly are you able to process something if you're in a jam, if you need to do something, or like I don't need you to be hitting me up or texting me or what should I do? Like you should already be thinking ahead of schedule if some things like this ever happen, so you should know what to do already. So honestly, that I guess you could say patience kind of goes along with that as well. Because if you don't have patience towards that, how are you able to what's what I'm looking for? Like keep up with them. You know, like damn, I gotta be with this motherfucker. You know, but yeah, like I'm saying, I say processing things and patience, bro. What about you, man?
So I guess my hardest thing that I probably have encountered with dealing with women is probably the compromise, right? So after you've been like single for me for so long, there's a lot of things you gotta compromise on. And I'm so used to doing things my way for so long that it's like, dang, bro, now I actually gotta consider someone else's feelings when doing stuff or when interacting, or like it's not all about me anymore. To actually consider someone's feelings, I probably say that's probably the hardest part, because a lot of times, man, I know for a little second, man, I could be ruthless. Like sometimes if I just didn't want to do stuff, I just like wouldn't do it at all. Like, oh no, that's something you want to do, I don't want to do it. But a relationship is not gonna last that way. You always gonna have to meet in the middle somewhere, or you're gonna have to give in to something that you really don't want to do just in order to keep that person happy. And if you want your relationship to last, then you got to be able to keep both sides have to be happy for sure. So it's really a layered thing, bro, cuz I mean, you don't want, like I said, you don't want to make your partner unhappy, and then she would feel like, oh well, he doesn't care about anything, and then she's liable to be dismissive for stuff that you want to do. So in order for you to be happy,
That's
you
very
got
true.
to keep her happy as well in turn. So I'll probably say compromise for sure, and considering someone else's feelings.
Why is considering someone else's feelings like a tough thing for you, bro? Because like me personally, like that's I mean, everybody got feelings. Like, okay, like how harsh are you with it though, bro? Like is it just like yo fuck your feelings, or like I
No,
see you
no, it's
crying,
not that.
like I did something to you, or we're arguing and you start crying, and it's like why you crying? Is it like that? Because that's how I am, bro. Like you got no reason to be crying. You should be arguing back with me, or like saying your piece and keep it pushing. But you should be crying at all because we're having a
So for me, like
conversation.
I haven't pushed someone to cry like in a long time, but no, it's not hard to, because I like to think I always consider people's feelings when it comes to certain things. But when I speak on compromise, it's more so for things I want to do, or things that she would want to do. It's more of a compromise because we're two different people. We don't always have the same, though we may share common ground and have commonalities. We don't agree, and or we don't see life in the same way. So we have to have a meeting ground in both. So I've gotten better with it, but it's still something that I'm working on. But yeah, that was the hardest thing for me for a long time. And I think part of it was how I was raised. I was raised as the only child, so I didn't really have to share nothing. So and so I never really had to be considerate of other people until I became an adult. So this is I mean, and it's still, I'm years into adulthood now, but it's still something when you're single, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You move to your own beat. But when you're in a relationship and you're striving towards something with somebody, now you gotta change how you move. That's all.
See, it's funny. You know, you grew up as a single child. I grew up in a household with four kids, me being the third. So we was always having to like not cuddle each other feelings or whatever like that. But like, hey, real quick, I used to be a crybaby. So not saying niggas used to be like, oh, it's okay, Benny. It's not like it was like my bro, the hell up. Why you crying for? My sister, why you crying for? But other than that, it was never, or even when I picked on my younger sister, it was never like, well, fuck it, she crying. I'm gonna fuck. She should never had done something to me. Like, that's your fault. Like, but I don't know, like when it comes to feelings, me personally, I'm able to understand feelings more and just be able to like take it in, console them, and help the person out. Or why are you feeling this way? Be able to communicate that with the other person. But never have a problem with feelings though. So I kind of just kind of question that for you though. Like that's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
And you spoke to something big there. Like feelings, bro. It's a difference in chemistry. So, you know, how we take some things is different than how women take
That's
things
true.
as well. And obviously it varies per, you know, who you're dealing with. But yeah, man, just the way that a woman's mind thinks, you know, they may think that we may not care in certain situations when really, you know, we cooling. But you know, people, women will see us not being super enthusiastic about something as us not caring. No, we just cool. I mean, men are more level-headed creatures. We're more rational. We think they they tend to think more with emotion, and
Hmm.
they want us to be, you know, exuberant about everything and every decision. When it's really that's not how we move. We move to a different beat. We more low key. We think things through. We
Hmm.
slower pace. We're not as um emotional when it comes to certain things. So I think all relationships deal with that. You know, women love that surprise stuff. You know, men may not be into that. You know, and it varies. Some men love surprises stuff like that, but it varies. You know, it's a difference in emotional versus rational. Rational thinker versus an emotional thinker.
Yeah, I would tell you this though. Personally, uh, my girl, she don't. I won't say she don't like surprises. Every girl likes surprises, but like she's not big on them. Like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like she doesn't really go big with them personally. Like or even vice versa. Like I never really had surprises. So if I ever get surprised with something, like I did at work one day because my 21st birthday, you know, it was like, oh, like yo, that's dope. But like the unexpected. But I don't get surprises as much. But I don't mind surprising people and doing what they, having that feeling of happiness for them. But to me, nah, bro, she doesn't like. I won't say she's emotionless, but she a rational thinker for the most part. So understanding your partner is very important in how they move and operate. Because me going into this relationship, I'm thinking like you could say a typical norm thing for a female. People like that, people like that. That's what you think. But actually understanding her, she don't move at the same beat. I think another female should be moving as, or what she should be moving with. But she's very. This it is what it is. When it comes to like emotions, it's just like she just go with them. Like she doesn't really dive deep into them. If there's something's wrong, sorry. She said sorry once. That's all she need to say it again. She don't have to say it again. But a lot of females do. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I already said sorry. What else more do you want me to say? That's to me. It's like when I heard that for the first time. What the fuck? That's it? Oh, okay. So that's how we doing things. Okay, but that's just how she is, rather than thinking it of a petty thing that she's doing. No, that's just how she deals with certain things. So yeah, man. Yeah. Kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. And I think honestly, it goes back to what you said anyway, man. Just knowing your partner, for sure. But that if, during my time of dating, man, that's what's been the biggest thing for me. Really, is compromising on a lot of things. Finding that meeting ground to where you and your partner can be happy. Meet on one thing and be happy with the decision that both of y'all made. So that's where I'm at with it, bro.
Hey, would you ever let your girl date other people while being in a relationship with her?
Nah, date other people while I'm with her.
Not date other people. You can say even fucking. Even you too.
Excuse me.
Even you too.
Nah, bro, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that. It's not my thing.
Okay. Okay.
I got a homeboy of mine that's actually like full fledged into that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not for me,
Well,
bro.
like
I might as well be single at that point.
they got their
He
relationship.
got a girl and they be doing their thing together. Yeah,
And they
that's not
both
my thing though,
they
bro.
both got something, or he just has something.
Both of them.
Oh shit. Okay, okay. Just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
What
Hey, man, it's an open relationship, as open as it gets. But yeah, man, I couldn't do it, man. That's not for me.
is it
I
like?
might as well be single at that point,
Is
bro.
it is it like picturing like this dude having sex with your girl? Is that like the biggest thing?
Nah,
or more
it's
like
just
the moral facts. Like you can't be sucking this man's shit while you sucking my shit. You know, like
nah, like it's just the. I mean, I think it's bigger than that, man. Like, I don't know. I'm traditional in the way that I think of a relationship, and I just think that just opens up a huge like door of problems.
that.
Yeah, so nah, it's not for me, bro. I don't knock nobody that do it though. If that's how you get down, that's how you
That's how
get
you get
down.
down.
As
That's how
long
you
as you
get
ain't
down.
trying to get down with me and mine like
All
that,
right,
I'm
so you
cool.
know, so
Whatever.
say you're a single man. You know, you're a single man. So would you be willing to be like that third party, like be somebody like
Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that, bro. That's awkward for me. I'm cool.
okay,
I might
okay,
as well do my single thing with all the fish in the sea, man. I don't need the fish that's halfway on the bait and nibbling on another bait. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay, okay.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about these topics,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm curious to hear your perspectives, Mr. Question Guy. You know, you asking me all these questions.
Oh, me.
Yeah,
What was the first one I asked you? Basically,
you
but
remember the first one I asked?
I can't, man. Nah, we can't have our own separate thing.
Yeah,
We just can't. We
yeah.
can't because that would be my mindset. Like, damn, like this nigga fucking hurt, bro. I don't know if I'm second best or the best. You know, like I don't know, bro. Like she would never tell me the truth. Like she can be telling this man one thing, telling me another. Like I can't do that.
That's
But
the
at the same,
masculinity, and you think you talking, bro.
I know,
Hey,
bro. I
look, that's
know,
I'm gonna
man.
tell you how it look. You gotta just go, hey, go for what Kobe went for 60 his last game, bro. You just
Yeah,
gotta treat every game like 60. You gotta show out.
that's crazy, man. But that's what, hey, man. That's what. That would be my thinking behind that. But also, like I asked you, damn, like am I getting the short end of the stick on the head? Is he getting the short stick? Like what? Like, you know,
She
that would
all
be my
lazy
thing,
with
bro.
you. She
Oh, that's what I'm saying, right? But I know at the same time, I got this other, this other girl, but you my main. So like, you my main. So that's I don't know, man. I don't think I could. But like, say if someone, if I was single, say somebody asked me to be, this girl, sugar mom, her little cub or some shit like that. Yeah, shit, why not,
oh, you
bro?
be a
Fuck
second
it,
fiddle. You coming off the
fuck it.
bench with it.
Oh
Oh, that's
shit, nigga,
crazy.
warm up, nigga. I'm ready, nigga. Like, fuck.
That man tag you out.
Hey, I'm ready, bro. Like,
That's sick,
I'm
bro.
ready, bro. I'm ready. Nah, no,
That's
oh, whoa, whoa,
sick,
whoa, whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa, whoa. He ain't tagging me in. Like, we ain't running no train, nah, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, no, no, I ain't
nah.
saying he can exit the room. And you come in.
Oh nah, bro. Nah,
It's
nah, nah,
like,
nah,
good
nah.
job. Go ahead,
No,
do
no,
your
no, no,
thing,
no, no.
yo,
I
buck. Do
ain't
your
no, no,
thing.
no, nah. That mean he did what he needed to do, and then I'm left with his nah.
That man
No,
be man
no,
be giving you certificates and congratulations. You have
no,
passed.
no. I have
Passed.
my own night. You have your own another night. I just need at least
Yeah, nah, that's wild, bro.
24 hours. But that's here and there. But yeah, I'm yeah, shit.
That's wild, bro.
Fuck
Yeah, nah, man. That's not for me, bro. That's not for me. But hey, man, if that's how
okay,
you
but
do,
yeah,
that's like I said before, man. I don't judge, man. That's how y'all do. As long as you ain't come from me and mine, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be there.
but
That boy,
it's all
that
right
boy
though, bro.
Jeff and
It's
Matt
all right
Hardy
though.
out here, bro. They get the Hardy boys. That's crazy.
Hey, but y'all let us know what y'all think about these topics, man. Will y'all let
For
for all our
sure.
fellas out there, man? Would y'all let another dude come up to you and ask you, what fragrance y'all wearing, and also about y'all females, are y'all letting other people inside y'all relationships? And also, what was the other question, real quick, man?
What was the hardest for my females too? What's the
Yes,
hardest thing about being with a man? I think
yes.
that's important. We got a pretty decent female audience here, and I know they're gonna kill us for this a little bit. But what's the hardest thing about being with a man?
Hey, man,
And
I
and
say,
don't say nothing about cheating.
hey, look, and I tell you this though, the giving up something, from a dude's perspective, knowing that you need to give up and you ain't giving it up, and that can't be other than cheating. Little things like you be on the game for 24 hours, you need to cut that down to about X amount or whatever like that. But little things, giving up on something, I feel like it's one of the biggest things from a man's perspective.
For sure. I can see that too. I can see that too. Speaking of being on the game, bro, what you think about that All-Star game? We said we was gonna talk about it last
Oh
episode.
yes, sir, man. Overall, the weekend, it was a good weekend, man. It really was. Friday was celebrity game, but also the rookie rising stars challenges in the game as well. My man K Cunningham came home with the MVP for the rookie game. I appreciate that. But Saturday, Saturday, uh, uh, okay, shit was boring, bro. Saturday was the wackest day in the world, bro. The wackest, bro. Like, man, the dunk contest. You call that a dunk contest? You call that a dunk contest? 3-point shootout should be after the damn dunk contest, personally. But Sunday overall, great game, man. Steph Curry winning the MVP though, man. Great game overall. LeBron to get James hitting the game winner. That was actually good to see. I was surprised he made the shot. But hell of a game though, man. Hell of a game, man.
And I don't even watch a celebrity game no more. It's gotten like painful now. Before like years ago when they had like Common and Arnie, I think Arnie Duncan, the under Obama's administration, he was hooping. Um, they had Justin Bieber and Kevin Hart and Monet Davis. That's why I feel like it was at its highest. Now it's like YouTube sensations and like I don't know, like Instagram models and like influencers on there, like people we hardly know. So it's not even like good to me anymore. So I glanced at it for like 5, 10 minutes. I was like, I'm turning this off. It's terrible.
It's people you hardly know. That's why. I think when it comes to the celebrity game, I think they use that game for a target audience of people who are not within the game of basketball, who understands it. So those influencers that a model playing basketball, oh my gosh, she can play basketball. It's so cool. Get them more in tune coming into the All Star weekend, and let those viewers keep rising throughout the weekend. That's what I believe the celebrity game is for. To kick things off, you got some kind of already going off a little bit, but
Yeah, so I ain't a big fan of that. Um, I used to be. I like the celebrity game used to be one of my favorite things to see actually, especially when they had like To and all of them guys out there. They was hooping. But now it's just I don't know. It's just not for me anymore. But not the Saturday night, but the rookies challenge. I love what they did with it this year by having like 4 teams. Before it was typically like two
yeah,
teams. You just had your rookies and your sophomores, or you'll have just a mixture of young talent, either first or second year players. I like how they broke it up to 4 teams, had a target score, and then each you had your champion and then your MVP. I really enjoyed that. It was a lot of good young players out there too, and honestly, man, Detroit was kind of the star of that, man.
we
Sadiq
were.
Bey was playing good. Isaiah Stewart was playing good, and Kay Cunningham. He didn't shoot the greatest, but he came away with the MVP. Evan Mobley played well as too. So, um, yeah, it was a big thing for a building block team like Detroit, man. I liked it.
We all know Evan Mobley though is with Cleveland. He just saying in general. He's just saying in general.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
for sure. But
hey, I
yeah,
will say
man,
this though
I like what I saw from that.
about the All Star, about the Rising Star game. The fact that they, like I say, they have 4 teams, you're able to actually see the talent from those players rather than having 2 teams and only playing like 5 minutes in the game because somebody is already hot from who started or whatever like that. So it was able to really see these people like nigga Giddy. That man Giddy, bro.
Yeah, Josh Giddey pretty solid.
Yeah, man.
I will say this: I think that they started the game too late. I would like to see the target score raised. I know they do in the celebrity game, but if they push the celebrity game a little bit earlier and had that start like maybe at 7:30, the Rising Stars challenge like at 7:30 or so, that can reach out the target score. That way, it's not like you giving the MVP to the person that scored 12 points,
Yeah,
or 18 to 20 points in two games.
that's nothing.
It's yeah. So I just think it could be a little bit better with that target score. But I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. As far as Saturday goes, man, I kind of like what they did with the skills challenge, having like
Yeah, I did too.
teams.
Yeah, I forgot about that, but yeah,
It
I
was
did too.
it was all right. I'll tell you one thing: Giannis brothers is trash, nigga. Them boys suck, bro. Hey man,
Ooh,
Charles Barkley said it best. He said they got the best job security in the world with Giannis being who Giannis is, because ain't nobody getting rid of them. If Gian, man, them boys is terrible. Them boys was missing bounce passes. They couldn't
yes,
hit a jump shot. It was awful,
yes.
bro. It was
Giannis was the
awful, bro.
3-point shooter on the team. That shows a
Yeah,
lot.
but yeah. So that I thought I'm pretty sure Team Cleveland won that. It was Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, and what's the guy's name? Darius Garland.
Yep.
They won that for Cleveland, which was good to see. But yeah, I pretty much like what they did with the skills challenge. That 3 point shootout was kind of boring to me. I remember years in past they had the format to where it was like I think they have eight or nine people, and then they have a semifinal, like a first cut, then a semifinal round, and then a final round. Before in the years past, this year it was one round and then you're in the finals.
Yep.
I think that's way too soon. Once again, I think if they start earlier for the whole All Star Saturday night, they could probably get away with this because they spent a lot of time on like stuff that didn't really matter, like these long intros that don't need to happen. Just introduce people and keep it moving.
Real quick,
So
the Aisha, and the 2 Chains current question shit. Come on, man. We don't need. Come on, man. We're trying to watch basketball, man. This ain't no gossip shit, man. Like what the.
it was way unneeded. I don't know why they did that, but if they should have like how they had it before, to where you have your standard field, you cut it down. It should be 3 rounds. You cut it down once, and then you got your semifinal, and then your championship round.
Yep.
And that way, at least shooters can be warmed up. How you gonna have one shooter go up for one round, and then the
Yep.
next round is the finals, and then that's the winner? It's
Yep.
like 2 rounds for like if you hoop, man, especially given how long the layoff time is for players to actually shoot, and when you waiting on multiple people to shoot before you, you get your warm-up shots in and you sitting there for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, bro. With commercials you going cold. So I don't think that's really fair to the shooters to have them wait that long, and then you just got one round to really make it into the finals. So
Yeah.
if you got a bad round, you're not gonna make it. I think that's ultimately how Cat won. It's the fact that everybody else was just cold, bro.
Mm.
Nobody got really warmed up and got cold, and he got hot. So I think they need to change that. And the dunk contest, man, I don't know. It was terrible though, from start to finish. Seeing Cole Anthony pull out, try to dunk in Timberlands and do the dunk in Timberlands was, oh my god, that was nauseating. Seeing that, Jalen Green having NFT screen of him dunking and giving it to Isaiah Thomas, and then him missing 8 attempts after that was like, I couldn't believe that he was still trying to do the same dunk
Yes.
after like the fourth attempt. It's like, okay, dude, do something else.
Yes. Yes.
Obi
Yes.
Toppin, it, dude, it was, and he won by default. He didn't win that.
He
He
had
won by
to.
default.
Somebody had to
Yeah,
win, bro. Somebody had to.
somebody. What? Well, no, nobody should have won. They should have just been like, all right, well, let's
Hey,
go to
look.
inside the NBA
Hey,
because this
look.
is
You need to
more.
reach a target score, bro. If you don't reach that target score, nigga, nobody ain't with it, bro.
Yeah, man, it was terrible, bro. I've never seen. I can't remember a slam dunk contact contest this bad. Honestly, I mean, maybe the one a couple years ago, like when they had the teams, when like John Wall and Paul George and them won. But
Oh yeah, I remember that.
the even still, the dunks that they were still dunking. Like these were like people giving like 5, 6, 7 attempts and still missing. And I'm like, what is this, bro? And Juan Toscano Anderson pulling out the Mexico jersey, not being able to. He went for the cookie jar dunk, but didn't even get a
Can we get
chance to
hit,
do the cookie
bro?
jar. Man, it was awful, bro. Awful.
One thing
So
somebody
yeah, man.
said, they said the dunk contest, Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon ruined the dunk contest for everybody going forward because our expectations were so. They set our expectations so high after that contest, and now a couple years now, it's trash. It's
Oh,
trash,
it's
bro.
absolute. It's garbage, bro. It's
Honestly, bro,
garbage.
we only had like 2 good years of the dunk contest over the last decade, bro. Maybe three. But other than that, not that many. The dunk contest has fell off tremendously over this past decade, bro.
Yeah.
In all
I mean, how
honesty,
many times? Yeah, I mean, like I do agree with this. A lot of people have done the harder dunks, man. I mean, what is there left to do?
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, spin around, do a backflip in the air.
One person said they should invite other dunkers from like dunkers like to come to the All Star game, man, and show out. I think
That's an
look,
idea.
I think that they should try it one year, man. There's some niggas out there they got crazy bounce, bro, crazy bounce. So that would be interesting.
Yeah. But as far as the game go, man, the game was entertaining. I think the game was the most entertaining of the weekend. Um, yeah, early on, I don't like the early quarters of the All Star game because it's
Mm-mm.
really just so freelance. It's the like gym competitive basketball is more competitive than that. I mean, they giving free lanes to the basket, they dunking, they
That's
trying to
when
windmill and do all of that. And
that's when all the highlights is going to show up. All the highlights they go see over the internet, ESPN, are going to be from the first and second quarter. Third quarter, it's turned up, but not just a tiny bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
so um, it was a pretty entertaining second half, but the first half like it so I feel like that could be better. I would love to see a little bit more competitiveness out of the first, but the fourth quarter, man, it got really good. You start seeing people play defense, start seeing some fouls, and then the fact that it did end on the game winning was like the 1 2 years ago when Kobe at first passed. It ended
free
with
throw.
I forgot who made the final shot, but LeBron came up with a clutch block. Well, Giannis came up with a clutch block on LeBron, and it was just a real good atmosphere. And the first time that we actually used a target score, so those two games, the one in between that last year's 2021 was absolutely a blowout. But this year it was a really good game.
Yeah. One thing that also happened during that game, like just be the last note, during halftime they were doing the greatest 75 player list, showing everybody out. One thing they had that had me, I think both of us, honestly, they didn't have Kobe Bryant last in the shooting guards. He weren't last. Who was? Do you remember who was last? Because it wasn't even
I,
MJ.
well, I, no, I think it was the guard. So they didn't have like specifically like a shooting guard category, but I think they broke all the guards down
It was
into
the
one.
guards.
But I
Okay,
can't
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
I can't remember who was the last one though. But I know MJ was like second to last. Maybe it was like Magic or I can't remember who it was.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it was just some people. I think they should have introduced all of the um
Active.
deceased people last, um, so everybody can kind of clap together.
Yeah,
But the
right.
fact that it was kind of a person that was still living and a deceased person and another deceased person and another person still living, I just think it wasn't done right. And I think to end shooting guards, well, ending in the guard category, it should have been Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan should have been second to last before him. Well, the last living person should have been second to last before him, and then Kobe should have ended it.
Hey, bro, real quick, I think they probably did it like that because of a lot of older men, like they can't walk as quickly as us. So maybe that was probably a reason why they did that. So just give a maybe an insight on that. Maybe. But yeah. But to wrap up the All Star weekend, it was a good weekend overall. Though, definitely can't wait to support another one next season with another target score. Man, this target score thing is great. But jumping ships, literally. Of course, we talked about it on our last episode, but we're going to give y'all a little bit more in depth thing about what's happening with the Ukraine and Russia situation. Um, Last time I seen some news, read reports. Russia has attacked 4 cities in Ukraine. The biggest one they hit was the second largest city in their country. Um, so far, at least 200 people has died from the war that Russia provoked. Um, it's no other, or not even say Russia, Putin provoked. Um, but at least 200 people has died so far. They have Russia military is attacking all of their communications sites. They're trying to sweep away their military little by little because they know they have the numbers to overtake Ukraine by a large margin. So they're trying to cripple everything they have, news stations, towers, like I said, Capitol buildings, police stations, anything that has to do with their government. Russia is trying to destroy it, and eventually, Putin he wants to start up the Soviet Union again. That's why he's doing this. I mean, I think it's kind of plain and simple. But I hate to say it, man, tragedy, man, and I personally do not like what Putin decided to do this. What 3 weeks after the Olympics? So I just, it's just I don't understand it. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you get the floor. 'Cause I know we got more to talk about with this topic.
Um, yeah, man, it's extremely unfortunate. Um, and it's just the human being thing, right? The killing innocent human beings, and I believe NATO is looking into war crimes against Russia
Yeah, they are.
for what they've done. They've threatened nuclear warfare. Um, so yeah, man, it's not a pretty situation at all. War is an ugly thing. And I think one of the more disturbing things that I've seen from this whole situation is how we as Americans don't take things as serious. Um, you know, we're extremely fortunate that we don't have anything like this happen to us. Um, that we're cool with Canadian, woo, cool with Canada and Mexico to the point where we'll never have to worry about them, invading or wanting to take territory or um, invoke some belief system or idealism onto us.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
so that's tough, man, because you got to think about it. Europe and all of these countries in Asia, you have countries that are literally bunched together and as close together as a state as Florida is to Georgia, you know, as California is to Arizona. Like that's your neighboring country. You can speak a totally different language, have a different religion, have different idealism, and one day they just want to make up their mind and say, "Hey, we don't like these guys anymore. We have some ideas and belief systems that we want to push across to this world. We feel like we have a strong military and we don't care how many people have to die. We're going to take over this land." And that's what happens, man. And I don't think we as Americans take it seriously enough because we've never had to deal with that other than the Civil War. But modern day Americans, we're spoiled, bro. Just imagine America if that happened, bro. if a country just came and just invaded us. It's crazy, man.
Hell would break loose
So
on Earth.
it's yeah, man. So it's extremely sad what the people of Ukraine have to go through. We have many of their sports figures in within that play sports here in America, and it's sad, man. It really is. You never want to see innocent people die, especially from a situation that it nothing really caused it. They voiced their opinion to be a part of NATO, and Putin and his cabinet members and administration felt the need that they wanted to take over the land to, boost their agenda, and they did that. It's just a simple like, hey, we want that land, we want that territory, we want
We
these
want it
people
back,
to be under our control.
man.
We're taking it. That's that simple, man. So yeah, man, it's sad. There's been a lot of companies that have completely um, got away from supporting
Yep.
them. We've issued several sanctions. I actually think Biden has done a really good job with how he's handled the situation. Not gonna lie, he put in place the right sanctions, and it seems like the rest of the NATO countries are following suit and actually penalizing Russia for what.
Yeah, they are. Um, Let me ask you this real quick, man. And it's to piggyback on what Russia has that we love, oil. So the biggest thing is I think Biden doesn't want to touch gas prices because of inflation. But if we have to do anything with Russia, do you think that our gas, like I asked you this last time, but do you think we're going to do something even more that will involve our oil system, that our prices are going to skyrocket because of this Ukraine Russia situation?
Um, Well, I think it's going to raise anyway. It didn't matter with the Ukraine and Russia situation.
Yeah,
It might be a little quicker, but we've had a issue with our own resources before this Russia Ukraine conflict even started. So we were on the verge of having prices rise steadily and inflation before. So it doesn't it's not going to help the situation. I'll say that. I don't know if it'll because of this situation will it skyrocket, maybe not, but it doesn't help the situation.
all right, so with that being said, if push kind of shove, we are going into war, do you think a draft will happen?
Initially, no. um if we and Russia has seen that NATO forces are helping, and he's not pleased with NATO
He's not.
forces helping.
He's not.
um But if something were to, if he full on threatened us, and planned attacks against us, no, I don't think we would go to a draft. Not immediately. Um, a draft is used for when stuff completely hits the fan, and I don't see that happening immediately. I think at least early on, we would have the resources to fight. I think once the casualty rate reaches a certain point, then that's when they will establish the draft.
I feel okay.
But if you're an everyday citizen, I don't believe you have anything to really worry about getting drafted right now. Um, or even if something slight was or small or something was to pop off, I don't think you have to worry about that. It's when I would say a year or two into war, and people our military is continuously having casualties at a steady rate. I think that's when you would start to see a draft be implemented. But other than that, no, I don't see that. Um, I, you look at some of these companies that completely just shut off Russia, man. It's a long list. It's quite amazing that we
What's
that
some of the
all
big
of these
ones so far?
companies really. Google, they completely any content creators in Russia, they ban them, take down their videos. Apple, um, they said they weren't going to produce products for Russia anymore, or nor sell products in Russia. Big credit card retailers, Visa, Mastercard. um, Netflix, Spotify. So these are some pretty big companies, and that's not even to include some of the smaller companies that have completely cut off Russia from what is happening. And then the biggest sanction of them all was by President Biden when he's going to make it harder on the banking system in Russia.
Hmm.
Um, so the U.S. dollar is essentially like one of the more important currencies throughout the world,
It is.
and without our trade and really the trade of multiple countries, we all rely on each other in some way. We all import and export goods. So without the backing of the US dollar and some of the other currencies within the Europe, the European market, it's gonna definitely it's taking a crushing blow to Russia. So I'm interested to see where this goes because this is only hurting their economy and where they are at. So I'm very intrigued to see what ends up happening, what decisions are going to be made. But Ukraine, man, shout out to them, bro, because they're not giving up.
They're not, bro. They're continuing to fight throughout this whole thing. I was watching the news. This grandma say, let them come. I got my drinks ready for them. We can have some fun. Molotov, motherfucker. like, um, but yeah, I definitely give them props. And I hate to even have the men stay behind and help the government fight and leaving their families because you don't know if they're going to return or not. That is sad knowing that they have to do that, but I hope something helps. One thing I do know, Russia, they are getting help from like two other countries when it comes to military force. So, of course, it seems like they are. Russia is causing something. But one thing I want people to understand and to know, let's not treat this as the same situation we treated with COVID. We attacked almost every Asian American out there because the because of COVID came from Asian country. Don't treat any Russian out there. Don't treat them as they are Putin. Putin is the one that's dealing with this shit, man. He's the one that decided to go attack Ukraine. So let's think about that and let's not blame the first Russian we know or the first Russian we seen or even the ones that are getting banned from these sporting events and everything. It's not them who are doing the crime. It's the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin. So let's think about that before we start saying Russians ain't shit, yada yada yada. It's Putin, man. All right. There's a lot of people in that country right now that are protesting against this war that their own president is evoking. So let's remember that because that shit that some of y'all decided to do with Asian Americans was OD wrong, and it still is wrong. So let's always just keep that in mind.
For sure. For sure. That's well said, man. That is well said, bro. But with that being said, man, that wraps up our this week's episode, man. We appreciate you guys for listening and watching. Now that we on YouTube now, man, it's a whole different beast.
It is.
So we definitely appreciate the views. We appreciate the likes. Make sure y'all definitely leave them comments down for how y'all feel about some of the topics that we discussed earlier, man. I definitely want to see what some of y'all feel, especially some of y'all females for sure. I know we got a good little female audience out there, so let us know how you feeling. But yeah, this is a Triple Crown podcast episode 16 now. I can't believe we on episode 16. It's
It's a
crazy.
fact, bro. It's a fact.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We making our way up in these episodes for sure. But yeah, we the Triple Crown podcast, and we are out.